everyone, this is Amy of AJC Magic TV. I welcome you to our live stream today. We figure we take a nice beautiful day in the afternoon, sit in the park and do the last of Christmas in July, because July ends real soon here. And I figured I never showed my Keepsake, Hallmark Keepsake Ornament haul. Hello, Catherine Wilby. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining earlier. My phone did overheat, and then I was able to cool it down and came back on, so I do appreciate it. Welcome in. It's Joey's World Penguin Master. So thank you for all joining. If you're new here, please consider checking out all our videos and other live streams. We do trivia, we do Disney. We just do all kinds of sorts of things. Sometimes we go to places in and around Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh area, and other parts of Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia, and also Orlando, Florida, and Disney World, and all over the place. So check it out and consider subscribing. If you do enjoy this stream today, I appreciate that you hit that thumbs up button. So I hope I'm back. I haven't showed a lot of my haul. But I know, like, seeing with Donna and Pepper Tree Villa, and I've seen others, all their stuff were pretty much got the same. And I did go the one day and looked around, and then I saw things that I had missed because I saw, like, Donna had different things. I'm like, oh, I missed that one, or I seen PTV, especially when they were in the Hallmark Store. I did actually call that Hallmark Store to help support them. To get the Halloween ones. I don't have that with me, but I did get the one. All I got is a rock trick-or-treating Charlie Brown, and then I did buy the Hocus Pocus one. So hopefully they'll come out with the other ones eventually, and those are more Halloweenish, but I'm sure you can put it on your tree also. But we'll go ahead and start. I'm not going to really open the boxes unless I want to. I know some of them make sound, so I may pull them out, and we'll see. But my first one that I picked up was the Futuristic Freeway to Fun, the Disney Autotopia. One of the reasons why I picked that up, Bob Gurr was the main engineer, Imagineer, that helped build the Autotopia, or basically the Autotopia he helped design and everything. And I know it's not at Disney World. They have what everybody calls the stinky Tomorrowland cars. I know I'm kind of weird, the gasoline smell. Yeah, if it's really strong, but for some reason it doesn't really bother me. And sometimes it's like, oh, the gasoline smell. But I have ridden the Autotopia before, a long time ago at Disneyland. Can't wait to get back someday. But I picked up the Mickey and the Autotopia car. So that's the first one. And I'm just going to pick out in general order. I did pick up the Steamboat Willie. I do like Steamboat Willie. It's one of my favorite characters. Mickey, of course, it's the original Mickey Mouse character whenever they first brought out the cartoons and everything like that. So I did pick up Steamboat Willie. It's a favorite of mine. I know I have a Lego set I need to still build of Steamboat Willie. So hopefully I'll get that going with my Legos. I hope I'm not lagging here. And if I am, I do apologize, because I could see it kind of going in and out here. Yeah, I hope so too, Candy Mom. You figure, why would you just put out the one character and not all the characters? But yeah. But yeah, Steamboat Willie is one of my favorites. I'm just picking in random because it's just the way the box. But of course, I had to pick up the partner statue, well, the Disneyland DCA partner statue. How could you not get it? If they had the Walt Disney World partner statue, I would have bought it. But Walt and Mickey, that's all where it started. So I had to have that one. That's one that I totally forgot about, and I saw it on Donna's stream when she was presenting all hers, and I was like, oh, I need to go back and get the Walt and Mickey. So I'm glad I saw her stream and I got it. And then, of course, Pepper Tree Villa showed all of the different ones too. Hello, Megan G. Thank you for joining. Next up, I picked up the radio. It has the Mickey Mouse radio. I like the old-fashioned radio plus Mickey Mouse, and this one does make noise, I believe. I believe this one illuminates. Yeah, turn the dial to see the radio illuminate and hear a variety of fun and festive holiday broadcasts. So, I like the old-fashioned style radio. I have an uncle, I believe, I don't know if he still has it in his house, but he actually has their original one from when he was a kid. He had it in his house. I'm not sure if he still does, but that radio is really cool looking, and I really like that old-fashioned style radio from when my parents were kids and grandparents. So plus, you know, the music and everything like that. So that's pretty cool. Most of the ornaments that I pick up are Disney, unless I see a few like pop culture type of ones, or Peanuts, the Peanut Gang, because I do like Charlie Brown and the rest of the Peanut Gang. So usually those ornaments. I really, though, every once in a while I would only buy a couple Hallmark things, and then when I seen Pepper Tree Villa do their shows and show the magazines and stuff, that really, like, oh wow, these are really cool. So I don't have as many as like a lot of you have collected over the years and stuff, but the last 2 years I really, or last year and then this year I really gotten a lot of different ones. Also from the Pepper Tree Villa stream, I did pick up the one that's the stocking, the one that it's part of a series, but it was the first one of the Christmas stocking type of things. This one I picked up, I started my PC petition again. Yes, I heard that. This one is Wonder Woman, but this is actually a gift for someone. I need to get that taken out of my bag so I could get ready to give that to them. This person loves Wonder Woman, really represents Wonder Woman in the sense. So that'll be going to a gift to them. So that's really nice. So that's why I picked up the Wonder Woman. And sometimes I do buy gifts for other people too, not just that. Well, this one is an iconic one, a pop culture MTV. It does say, I want your MTV. It says, press the button on the ornament to see it illuminate and hear music from original MTV theme song. I grew up with MTV. I remember it going onto the television programming of getting MTV. So I had to pick up this ornament, more nostalgia than anything, but I just remember the good old days of MTV and some of the different things. Now I don't watch it as much, but that was the type of thing. I like the idea of ornament as gifts, yes, especially if there's something that they like or collect, or just something special like that, and and if they decorate their trees. But I want my MTV ornament. PTV should make ornaments like that with I want my PTV. I know they had t-shirts that are like that. The next one, this one's also a gift for someone. If you watch A Year Without a Santa Claus, you know the Snow Miser and the Heat Miser. That's one of their favorite nostalgia movies, Christmas family movies. So from A Year Without a Santa Claus, the Heat Miser, and Snow Miser. So this one's also a gift also for someone. So that would be to their collection. Moving from the smallest to the biggest here. This one's also a pop culture one. We always had Nintendo sets. I have the one that they brought out last year of the Nintendo. This is Super Nintendo. We had all the Nintendo sets. The only one I don't have set that we bought the Nintendo one last year. I bought the Nintendo one, a gift for someone, and then I saw this one this year. I grabbed this one for myself as a nostalgia thing because I had all the Nintendos. Really love playing Nintendos. Yeah, it's weird because it seems like if the wind shifts or something, the signal goes away, and other times it's fine. So hopefully I'm not going to stay on too long, much longer. That's why it's a little frustrating with it going in and out like that, because I just want to finish the stream, and then you guys can watch the Disney Nerd Herders or anybody that's in the park. Or I know Disney Nerd Herders are on at 7. Pete McDevitt's on at 7. 8 o'clock is Wonderful World of Walter, if they're going to go live. Also, PTV, or not PTV, D&G Explorers, and This and That, and Monarch Moments. Monarch Moments is streaming from Disneyland. And there's the This and That crew, if they're going to go live. I haven't seen anything for them, but I'm sure they probably will at 9 p.m. And then usually Danny at 11 p.m. if you like trivia. It will be doing trivia. So I do apologize for going in and out. I wasn't sure how the signal would be. Hopefully I'm back and you can see everything. It's not lagging. Another nostalgia thing is the Super Soaker. I had a Super Soaker. I loved that. Those were always fun. We always had great battles with these. So I picked up the Super Soaker. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And this looked like a really neat ornament and everything. So I picked it up. More nostalgia value. It's always fun to get the stuff from your childhood and stuff. So then it's Super NES and the Super Soaker. I don't know if any of you had the Super Soakers, or these were always fun to have good battles with. I must resist. Yeah, it's hard because you see all the ones and everything like that. I picked up the Twister one too, the Twister game, because I have the Perfection that was out last year, and so I figured, well, I'll collect the games. We played a lot of those board games and everything, but this one was Twister, so I also picked up that one. I wish I would ask them for the Dream Book, because I know there's going to be another drop of ornaments later in the fall, I think in October, to see what else was coming out. I'll have to go back and check and see if they have any books or see what they have listed. I know there's a few there. I'm not a big Star Trek fan, but I do know some family members that are Star Trek fans, and to get that USS Enterprise, and then you can get all the characters and they all talk to each other when you hit the buttons and stuff. So and then of course you saw the Star Wars Death Star, and then they had R2-D2, and of course Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker and Ben Kenobi, and those are always pretty cool. One of my Star Wars one that I picked up this year is the Millennium Falcon. This is pretty heavy. I was surprised how heavy this box is feeling. Pretty heavy here. I'll take it out of the box just to see. Yeah, and I know the like I said, the they have the Star Wars one, and they all talk to each other, the Star Trek one, and then Harry Potter set. They talk to each other. This is actually a big ornament. It probably won't hang on the tree. It'll be just sit separated, but it's the Millennium Falcon. So that's really cool. It's more like a showpiece, if anything, and stuff. So I don't know if I would want to hang it on my tree because it feels pretty heavy. And then you don't want it to fall and get broken or something. But that, yeah, it is pretty big. It is. But I picked it up, so that's really neat. I'm a big Star Wars fan. And I know they also I had to not buy like a ton. I really like the R2 with Princess Leia. I think that was coming out later this year. And I know I got a Christmas ornament there. Those two of my favorite characters. And I always like Yoda himself. And of course they do have the Mandalorian and Grogu, young baby Yoda. And everything. Welcome in, Mike. Mike 88 NYC. Thank you for joining today. And then the last ornament that I have in the bag is the Harry Potter sorting hat. This talks. So when you take it out of the box, and I believe you can connect them up to the other characters and everything, but it does talk and everything like that. I don't know, maybe I'll open it here, but if I don't want to pull a tab if that's what you have to do to get it to talk, because I'm not ready to really use that just yet. But it's a really nice ornament. It really talks and stuff. I really enjoy Harry Potter. When the books came out, a couple young, yeah, they were young. They weren't young kids, but they were in their middle school years, and they had talked about the Harry Potter books. And I remember, oh, I need to read them, and I remember I couldn't put them down. But this is what it looks like, and then the front will talk, and I don't know, I don't want to pull a tab right now because I'm not ready to really have it open and ready to use, but that's how big it is there, the Harry Potter sorting hat. And it seems like every year they have a whole different Harry Potter style and everything like that. And yeah, I know last year they had a Hogwarts castle display. I kind of wish I could have bought that one, just to have as part of a display for my house and village to have the Hogwarts castle. But I didn't see it this year, so I'm sure I could find some other type of replacement for the Hogwarts castle. But that was a nice thing. I know I have a video of it, and I don't have it with me, of course, because it's at my house, but I did buy the Princess Carousel that plays the music and everything. And I really like that. That was something I thought I don't want to not get, because I know if I came back for it, it would be gone, and then they wouldn't even get it back in. And I don't even know if they still have them at some of the stores or not. I'm sure they probably will restock them until they no longer have them. But I do have a video of it, and I've seen other people show videos of the Princess Carousel. The only drawback that I felt to the Princess Carousel is I wish they had a on-off button that you could kind of keep it plugged in and not have to run it to where the music's playing all the time. Either that, or I just haven't figured out that you know, let the lights run and everything, but and not have the music playing all the time, or a volume on it. That was the other thing, because it does play fairly loudly on it. Yeah, it's huge, but there isn't anything for a topper on the bottom. I would probably just set this on the side or in my Christmas village, next to the Christmas village or something. Because, yeah, for me, it would seem like it would be really thick on branches, on the branches, and break the branches, because we do a real tree. So it'll just sit on the side. I don't, I do have a Harry Potter and a Hermione Granger ornament that I've gotten last year. Yeah, the carousel is really pretty. When I seen it, I was debating about it, went out to my car, and then I decided I'm going back in to buy it, because I know I would come back and they would be gone and sold out. And since they're, of course, Hallmark keepsakes, they're, they probably don't make them anymore if you don't get them once they're gone. But I'm sure they'll kind of stock some things until, around then. And then, of course, they end up selling out and then have their sale at the end. So, but yeah, and I'll show like this whenever I open it, so you can hear what it says, and if you haven't been to the Hallmark store and everything. And I know some others have gotten some of the different ones I got. But yeah, like I said, I collect more Disney and pop culture, and a couple of the Star Wars and Harry Potters. But I know they have a lot of nice type of things, because like I said, I do have, it's not with me either, but I bought the Mickey Mouse 2021 one, and then I bought a Snowman 2021 one, part of their Snowman series, or that series. And then I bought the stocking that they had, that it was sold out, and then they actually got it back in, and I was able to get that. It was featured. In fact, the stocking is this stocking that's on the bag, and it's a fairly nice size ornament. I'm kind of glad I was watching the PTV when they were showing the different ornaments, but it did also, I ended up I had seen the Charlie Brown one before they showed it on the show, and then I heard it and everything, and I thought I might get it. And then I do like the movie Hocus Pocus. I've always liked it, but I know it can be kind of corny or different things, but I decided to go ahead and get the Hocus Pocus one. It was the Bette Midler one, yes, and I got that one, so I figure just have that for the collection. And plus it was very popular. That was one of the ones that was selling pretty fast for them. So, but that was pretty much my haul of the ornament, because like I said, the only other ones I don't have with me was the 2021 Mickey Mouse, where he's holding a snowman sideways with 2021. And hello, John Serpum, how are you today? They have a Hocus Pocus keychain on Shop Disney. Yeah, I saw that it was free shipping and everything. I actually got a really cool Hocus Pocus t-shirt from Macy's online there. Welcome in the theme park adventures. Thank you for joining. I was just showing the different ornaments that I had gotten for when it was the Hallmark sale or their premiere weekend and everything. And so I was just going over all of them and then just talking about the different stuff. Yes, I did see that they have free shipping today. I kind of been looking around, but I'm sort of holding off, because I'm going to be doing a few trips to Disney, and I know there's going to be merch that I'm going to want whenever I get down there, especially some food and wine stuff if it's still there. And then, of course, the 50th anniversary stuff when that comes out. So, that's where I'm kind of saving my money for. is for that. Welcome in, hands full, heart full. Kelly, thank you for joining. I was just kind of doing a short stream of showing my Hallmark keepsakes, so you guys will have to watch the replay or rewind a little bit, and you can see all the different ornaments that I've gotten. But that's pretty much it for this evening. I got the movie poster blind box pin. Yeah, I was looking at those too, Cynthia, and I kind of given up on doing the blind boxes. I know they're fun to get and stuff like that, but I just seem like I'll buy 6 boxes and end up with 3 of the same things, and then, I mean, yeah, you could try and find different people to trade or use or try and sell them or whatever, but I just would rather not try and guess or, you know, have to buy a bunch of them to try to get the whole set or anything like that. I mean, sometimes, although I was interested in getting whenever I don't know if they're still available or not, but the ones that, I can't think of it. I know I saw it on Hitchhiking Bones where Chubby is part of the bag. But I can't think of what those ones are called. Got Snow White last time. Yeah, I like the movie poster boards because I also did the VHS boxes, and I got all of them but the Little Mermaid one, and I probably bought a good bit of boxes and finally gave up, and I gave away my extra ones to different people, and I still have some extra ones left. And I figured sometimes I'll carry different pins with me to Disney World and then look at the boards and see if there's anything on there I'm interested in. Welcome in, Randy and Kathy. And or if somebody's looking for it, I've traded or I've just given it to somebody that wanted them. I know, like Rachel at one time wanted, you know, she was interested in pins, so I sent them to her because I figured I got too many of the same. So I don't mind doing that or trading. I know I did the Haunted Mansion ones, and when I was down in Disney for the Beverly Challenge, I gave PJ a couple of them, and he really enjoyed them. They were very appreciative of the pins. And so now I'm pretty much sticking towards pins that if I stayed at the resorts, or if it's the holidays, like the Halloween pins or Christmas pins. Unfortunately, I probably won't be able to get any if they have any Boo Bash pins, because all the times that I'm thinking of going to Disney World, Boo Bash is basically, it looks like it's pretty well sold out, and the times that I'm going to be there wasn't any available anyway, because they're not doing any around the 50th anniversary and the next week right after the 50th anniversary. And I didn't think about it early on that I should have bought the ticket, because it's sold out right after that 50th anniversary, because there'll be a lot of people down there. And then looking at all of August and September, it looked fairly well sold out, and I know all of October. If I get down for Christmas, I haven't picked dates or anything like that. I was going to try and plan around, but I know as soon as those tickets go on sale, people are just clamoring for things, and it's packed down there. People are paying the prices, and they don't care. And so I don't know what Halloween type of ones I'll be able to get. And I did pick up some different, the food and wine ones were really nice. I don't know what'll be all left whenever I get a chance to get down there. But I know on Shop Disney they had two pins from Food and Wine. And so we'll see. I know, like the Festival of the Holidays, I was able to get pins the last time, plus Christmas party pins and stuff. But since they're doing like the Boo Bash and then the holiday celebrations, if you can't get the tickets, you're not going to be able to get that merchandise unless you know somebody that got tickets to go. It's so sad when they sell out fast. Yeah, that's the thing. But people are going and they're clamoring to do special events because that I would imagine. Last year you got all that stuff free in the parks. Except the trick or treating and the refreshments and stuff. But in order to get all that stuff, you're gonna have to be at the Boo Bash or the Christmas celebration that they'll have. So until like Christmas, if you're there during the Christmas week, I'm sure they'll do what they normally do and do, their short little parades type of things. So it'll be interesting to see what they do during the day at the Magic Kingdom, if they'll do any type of short Halloween, those short little parade things that they do, the cavalcades, if they'll do any Halloween themes, or if they're just going to leave it to make it special for the people that paid for Boo Bash, which I hope they do. I mean, you're paying a good bit of money for that Boo Bash. And I know, being somebody that would be down there on YouTube, granted, I would love to have Boo Bash as part of my video repertoire too. So I do enjoy going to those after hours events, and that would have just been an added bonus to go. I know the price, it was a little pricier, but just to get the Halloween feel and everything like that. I believe it started out at $129 for Boo Bash. Yeah, that's the thing too with that, the grave diggers and different things. But I think, Kelly, it started out, I think, at $129, and that was for September, and I think it was $200, almost $300 for Halloween. Okay, it's Joey's World, yeah. Some of the dates were $179. And I believe Halloween night was $200 a person, and that sold out real quick. Halloween, and then the first two Boo Bashes went pretty quick. Yeah, it would be. And that's the thing, though, because you figure, even if you cut a day off your trip to go just do Boo Bash off your tickets, you're not really saving yourself money. You're just better off spreading out and getting more days on your tickets than doing one night of the Boo Bash. If I was just going to be down there for one night and that's all the time I had, that would have been worth doing. But not if I'm there the whole time. I already have my tickets paid for because I have an annual pass. But, as far as my tickets getting in, so that would have just been an added bonus for me. But I can see for a family of 4 or even a family of 2 or 3 or a big family. So you would have to decide, do we just do Boo Bash and maybe one day at a park or whatever? Yeah, it would be expensive. Or you just take your older kids and, and the younger kids till they get older or whatever. And that, I would imagine Christmas is going to be probably a little bit more, or around in that price range, or maybe even more, because I know the Christmas parties were a little bit more expensive than the Halloween parties. Yes, it is a lot of money. So it's just something that you have to decide. In fact, if I was going to spend that much money, I would probably buy myself a Halloween Horror Nights pass if Universal even does the sort of annual passes for Halloween Horror Nights. It gets so expensive for us being so far away. Yes, that's very understandable, Randy and Kathy, because I'm in the same boat. I got to buy airfare, pay my hotel rooms, and eventually transportation is going to cost more now from the airport to the resort, whether you rent a car or once Magical Express is done after this year, you're going to have to pay Mears, and I'm sure they're going to jack up the prices than just what they used to be. for Mears round trip or whatever, so, or whatever service you use to get to your resorts. So yeah, it's going to be pricey all around. And not that right now I have the annual pass, and if they have discounts out, I try to do that for my hotel room. I know in June, when I was looking, I couldn't get an annual pass, and then all of a sudden, like 2 days before my trip in June, I was able to get my room rate at the annual pass rate, and I saved over $400 for my whole trip that I was there. But I did, and then I saved a little bit more because I actually left. I checked out a day earlier, so then I got that back also. But when I changed my prices to the annual pass, it really. So I always keep checking the rates because sometimes they'll have annual passes and then other resorts open up and different things, and then other times, if they don't, then I just suck it up and go. But that's why a lot of times I do just stay at the moderate or the values, because I very rarely go swimming unless I'm with a group of people, and that's what we want to do for a little bit. A lot of times I'm very rarely in my room. If I do go back to my room, it's basically drop off stuff and kind of cool off a little bit, and then I head right back out to wherever. And the park hours, even though I know like 9-10 o'clock, that's really nice, but I noticed that they're cutting the park hours even for the fall and stuff. So to go back to your room isn't really going to be too worth doing that, in my opinion. But I know lots of families, they need breaks and they need that swim time or the downtime of putting kids to bed for a nap, or even a nap themselves. I've been known to go back and nap and stuff. But when they have the park hour shortened like that, it's kind of too bad, because that's why Disney Springs gets so crowded anymore. And maybe that's their tactic, is to get people down to Disney Springs. But what else are you going to do if you don't have a car? I mean, you can hang on at the resorts and stuff, but some resorts they're not really offering a lot of the different things, especially if you're at Port Orleans Riverside eventually. Are they going to bring back somebody like Bob, or bring Bob back for entertainment? And I know they were doing entertainment at the French Quarter on certain nights, a little bit of jazz type of things and stuff. So we'll see. So I could see why people, head down to Disney Springs, because what else, at 7 o'clock, what else are you going to do? I'm not ready for bed, and stuff. So, and everything. But that, I'm not trying to bash them in any way, but it would be nice to have. Hopefully they'll eventually bring things back. I keep hearing about the reports of different things, so I know it's a value resort, but we have always had a good experience at All-Star Movies. Yes, I've never had a bad experience at the at All-Star Movies. Even though I know that there are groups there, they tend to put them towards the back unless they really request a certain area, or they all buy preferred rooms or something. But a lot of times those groups get put back in the back. And I didn't even notice a band group there when I was there until I was on the bus one night, and they were all on the bus. But and I never really been where there were the cheerleaders are there, but a lot of times I wasn't there when they're out there cheering, when you hear a lot of stories like that. Yeah, I am. I am. I really miss the Comedy Warehouse and the Adventurers room. That was really nice. But a lot of times now, when the parks are open late, I'm in the parks a lot of times. Or I go to Disney Springs. But if I could stay in the parks, that's where I stay and kind of look around and enjoy the evening with that. Or if I'm with friends and stuff, that's a little different too. And when things open up, like the different lounges and and things like that. So yeah, it's pretty fun. But but yeah, I can't wait to go back and yeah, I usually for the value ask for the top floor. Yeah, I ended up with the very top floor in the Little Mermaid section at Art of Animation um, last December, or 2019 in December. I was only there for one night because I couldn't get a room at Pop Century, and I was moving there the next morning anyway to Pop Century. But I figured I would just stay at the Little Mermaid rooms because then I could just take my luggage and go right across the bridge and to my new room. So that's why I ended up when the Little Mermaid rooms open. But the only complaint, well, there's probably two complaints I have for the Little Mermaid rooms. They need updated, but I also understand people love the decorations in there. But for somebody who had stayed at Pop Century and there were plugs for everything, that's where I missed it, because they didn't have many plugs inside the old rooms at All Star Sports and Little Mermaid room, and that was kind of hard trying to plug different things in, or having things a little too far away from where I needed to reach them and stuff like that. And then I was on the top floor of the Little Mermaid room. Luckily it wasn't the very back building, but yeah, I don't mind being on the top floors and that, but a lot of times I'd rather be either on the bottom or maybe the second floor. I know, like you said, the noise and stuff. My last trip when I was in there in June, I had a first floor room. And the funny thing was, when I stayed there in December of 2019, I was actually 2 rooms down from my original room that I had in December of 2019. And it wasn't really noisy there in the 70s section. Walked right out. The big wheel was right there and the Mickey phone was across the way. And it was in a good location and everything. But there really wasn't too much noise, even though the resort was pretty full. The pool area was real noisy and busy at night and stuff. But a lot of the other areas didn't seem too noisy. Yeah, I like the main floor a lot too, because that way you could just walk out of your room, don't have to worry about not that they're long like walkways, but a lot of times if I'm on the top floor, I'll walk down the steps to go out, but then on the way back I'm too tired to walk up all those steps, so then I gotta walk to the middle of the structure, go up the elevator, and then walk all the way back to my room. I mean, that's a dumb complaint, but when you're tired and stuff, it's just a little complaint there. It's fun. Yes, it is fun to decorate your windows. It's neat watching other people decorate their windows and how they do it. This trip in June, a lot of graduation ones, a lot of Neumos, those Neumos in the windows. Just a lot of different decorations there. But yeah, it's fun to see all the decorations and even decorate yourself, especially during the holidays, Halloween and Christmas and stuff. It's really fun. My next couple trips, though, I'm kind of gonna probably do, like, if I do have All-Star Music reserved, but I'm probably gonna do a split stay and go ahead and do like a deluxe resort for a night or two, just for the atmosphere and enjoy the resort and be a little closer to a couple of the parks so I can meander and stuff like that. And it's always nice to switch around a little bit sometimes to get different feelings and different locations and stuff like that. So that's one of the plans I'm thinking of, is like go ahead and splurge for 2 nights or something, depending on what rates and if there's any specials going on and stuff like that. So, but I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Not that I want to be on a down note of like where you stay or whatever, but I do enjoy Pop Century. I know some people in the last couple of trips that they were down from like July 1st and that had problems with the Skyliner shutting down because of weather and stuff like that. Knock on wood for me, I haven't had any of those types of situations yet, but I've seen them go and everything like that. But I do enjoy the Skyliner when you can, especially walking out of Epcot. You don't have to walk all the way to the front when you're at the American Pavilion. You can go right out the side door and get on the Skyliner. So that to me is a bonus as long as the Skyliner is up and running. And I never really seem to have a problem, but I have seen a few people have problems on their last couple trips here in July because of the weather and stuff. So you just have to, kind of pay attention and plan a little bit accordingly. But I also can understand their point was they didn't know if the Skyliner was running or not running, and they don't really have any type of sign. Sorry, when you get to the International Gateway area, sorry, the Skyliner isn't running, go to the front for a bus or something. But a lot of times too, I walk out the International Gateway and get on a bus at Boardwalk or Beach Club to head to my next park too, if I don't want to walk all the way out to the front. So that also is a bonus for me sometimes too. But I do enjoy the front area. But I do thank everyone for joining. Don't forget to check out the Disney Nerd Herders. I know they're going to be talking about their Disney trip. And also Pete McDevitt usually is interviewing a creator. And then at 8 o'clock, Wonderful World of Walter. And also the D&G Explorers. I believe they're going live from Las Vegas. And then Dis and That Crew and Monarch Moments around 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. the Griswold Family Vacay. So have a great evening and let the adventures begin. Bye, everyone.